Hello everybody, this is the Global Ambassador of Crazy Colour, Sophia Hilton, and I am in my very, very glamorous office today. And the purpose of this live is to talk a little bit about money. Now, I know a lot of you are probably working right now, but some of you that are on your breaks, you can join me just for a few moments where we talk about the price of product, why that's really important, and how we're going to make better decisions this year around price and quality. Because if we're going to be able to charge well, we need to be able to give a great quality service. So first of all, the quality is most important. But on top of quality, price is something that I think everybody's understanding that we need to consider more and more and more. Now, I've been talking about the price of Crazy Colour for quite a few years now. Sometimes people pick up on this conversation, sometimes people don't. But right now, with the economy, I think people are really picking up on the price of product. I don't think people ever really paid attention to the price of product. And yet here, everybody is getting letters in from all these different suppliers and going, oh my goodness, I can't believe that's gone up this amount, that amount. And actually, even recognising how expensive it was in the first place. Now, there's another area that I don't feel we think about when we're talking about price. We think a lot about the hairdresser. Hello, everybody. We think a lot about the hairdresser, but I don't think we think a lot about the client. And the price of the product to the client is also really important. So here at Not Another Salon, we retail Crazy Colour to our clients. Now, this is a massive part of how we actually hit our retail targets. So, hello, say hello. So, my retail is generally around 10% at the salon, which is supposed to be industry average, but I'll be honest with you, not many people are hitting 10% anymore. Sometimes we drop to 9, but in general we stick at 10, which is great. It's great for this world now. 10 years ago it would have been a basic. But I believe that by selling Crazy Colour to my clients, we actually bump that retail up and we make a lot more money. Now, the reason why we feel like we can retail it as opposed to a client buying it on the internet, and they can buy it on the internet, is because we sell it at a pretty low cost. What I tend to try and say to my client is, do you want... Actually, I'll give you the bump of what we say before that, and then I'll tell you what I say to the client about the cost. What I say is this. Do you know what? Generally, they ask me this. They say, how long is my colour going to last? And I always say, oh, it's going to fade straight away. And I say that with absolute confidence. Right? And I say, but what we do here at Not Another Salon is we always top up our colour at home. And what we recommend is taking X amount of pots of colour. And we actually put them in pots, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, we hand mix those pots. It's either just straight from the bottle or we put it straight into the pot. We can give them the bottle, but we like the branding to put it in our own pots. And what I say to the client is, you know, we ask you to top this up at home in the shower, and we even email them a list of how to do it step by step, which goes to them. But when it comes to price, how I say to the client to ask them to purchase it from me instead of the internet is saying that they're generally going to get it around about... I feel like I've got something on my tooth. I do. They're going to get it round about the same price as they would buy it on the internet anyway. Because usually by the time you put delivery costs on and stuff like that, it's very similar. So I'm going to show you the pots actually. Just excuse me 1 second. If you want to see a little into my salon. And then after that, I'm going to give you a little tour of the salon as well. You're also really welcome to ask any questions. We're keeping it on the topic of money, but if you want to divert a little bit, you're very welcome. Let me get this pot for you. So here they are. These didn't used to be see-through, but we much prefer them to be see-through because quite often when I'm mixing up colour for a client, I mix up slightly different versions. So let's just say she came in and she had pink. I'd do a slightly violety pink, the same pink she's got, and then maybe one a little bit, I don't know, warmer or whatever. And I say to her, look, depending on how you feel, put that one on, put that one on, put that one on. It gives her a little bit of variety, gets her excited about her coming in for an appointment. So if she can... at the elbow. If she can have a look at what colour they are, that's really helpful. On the top, it says, my fucking hair rocks. This works for my brand. It might not work for your brand. But the clients love it. They love these pots. Pricing wise, so a bottle of Crazy Colour in general in the UK for you to buy from your suppliers is £3.50. Now we have about 2 bottles in here, maybe a little bit less. So £3.50, we have 2 bottles in there, so that is £7. And then we have the cost of the pot, which is, let's just say, under £1. That makes it £8. But for this pot, we're only charging £10. That is a profit of £2. It's only 20% profit. 20% profit compared to some of the other products isn't a lot, but it's a lot compared to the people that aren't selling it. So if I make £2 on each of these, and I can give 4 to a client to take home, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's £8. We've got a deal on at the moment where they can actually buy 4 for the price of 3. So let's say £6. So when a client takes all of these home, I've made £6 on top of my order, on top of my service. But this is what the most important thing is, and it's really important that I tell you this. It isn't really about the money that I'm making here. I mean, I want to make some money out of it. But what is important is that she walks around with her hair, she, he, they, whoever, walks around with their hair looking amazing. I don't want them to be sat in the pub with their roots coming through and all a bit crappy and faded and looking very DIY. I want them to look immaculate all the way through that service, which is why I make sure that they top up at home and I make some money on it. So I've got a question here from Mark. Where do you buy most of your salon stock and product? Is it all Crazy Colour or somewhere else? Well, I buy directly from Crazy Colour because I'm the Crazy Colour ambassador, so I deal with them. But my main supplier has been Salons Direct for the last, and I still get things from Salons Direct for the last 7 years, I think. I've worked alongside them. They have some incredible deals on Crazy Colour. They had some wild deals for a while, which was like 5 bottles for £10, which was mad. I don't think it's quite as good as that anymore, but it's not far off. They do great. Greetings from Hamburg. Hi, babe. How you doing? So any questions that you've got on pricing and pricing colours and how to make money out of colours, this is a place where you're going to ask, okay? So thank you to all your little waves to me. So these are the bottles, these are the pots, and I'm going to pop them here for now. So let's talk about how much product we're using. Okay, so I've just recently been having a conversation with a few different brands that do measuring colour so that we use less. I'm sure some of you lot will know about this. So I've been talking to Vish and their competitors basically. And watching wastage is something that I care about a lot more right now than I have before. And that's because I need to watch the pennies. I just recently gave all my team a pay rise because their bills are rising. But now I said I can't be as flexible as I used to be. Now I have to watch the fine details of things within the salon. And I was quite relaxed, okay? So measuring the stock is something that I care about more. The one thing I need to tell you about Crazy Colour, if you're not already using it, and if you do know, you know this already, is that you do need to really, really apply the colour on. So let's just say this is a piece of hair, right? With a toner, what we're able to do is we're able to bang it on here and rub it, right? But with a Crazy Colour, what we need to do is apply here, apply here, apply here, and apply here, right? If we apply here and rub, what we'll get is stronger pigment here and less here. And actually that can be great. If you want to do a darker root and a bleed through into something lighter, that's fine. But if you want full coverage, then we need to make sure that we're going all the way through. Hello everyone, just joining me, giving me waves. Please remember that I've got niche hair, I know you very well. Hi. Please remember you can ask me questions, okay? So application is really important that we use quite a lot of product. And this is why I get a little bit nervous about other brands. There are some amazing brands out there that do some amazing colours. But I was just having a little bit of a Google, got my little laptop out just now. And I was looking at some competitor brands at around the price of about £11 a tube. Now the tubes are slightly bigger. I don't want to fake this. I want to make sure I'm being super honest. They're a little bit bigger, but by how much? Let's have a look. It doesn't say. I think they're about 25% bigger. I'll just have to check. Even if they're 25% bigger, the price of most of the competitors is double. And I think that's wild. Because if I think about how much Vivid is used on someone's head compared to, let's just say, a normal blonde toner, it's a lot. So if your Vivid is really expensive, you are going to lose money. Okay, let's take this as an example. I've got a client coming in. I'm going to take like my friend's salon in my hometown, right? Charges £40 for Vivid on top of a bleach, okay? And actually we were charging £40 up until recently on top of a bleach, not very much at all. And judging by some of the prices, we're looking at about £50 just for the product if they had quite a lot of hair. Sort of like this length hair. So you tell me how we're going to make a profit if I've got £50 of the product and we're charging £40. What it means is it becomes quite elite. It means that only the salons that are charging a lot of money are going to make any money. And that's not cool. That is not what we need. So who's on here right now? Who's on here? Talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. You said, hi, in Italy the packaging is different. Does that matter? Is it, what do we care about the packaging? I'd like to see what the packaging looks like, because I've never seen it look any different. Please let me know. So if you have any questions on pricing, the price of product, how to price up Vivids, how to make money out of Vivids, and the general cost of this product, just drop me a message in. So we have gone on top-up pots. We have gone on how to apply the colour to make sure we're getting the right saturation. And we've gone on the price of the product compared to the price of other products. But here's the other thing that's really important when we talk about price. We can't have the colours looking DIY. These colours have to look so polished and so expensive. Like if you really want someone to pay, let's just forget the bleach for a second. If you want them to pay a lot of money for the Vivid, then you're going to have to make it look like it's done by someone very professional. That's so important. So I appreciate the kind of very grungy looks, but really they're not going to sell it. How much do you price only for the application in the salon? Great question. Depends on who does it. I think it starts around £60. 60, 70, 80, 90, somewhere like that. But I'll just have to double check because our prices have increased. I'm obviously much more expensive. The Vivid is 150 with me. But here's the thing. A lot of the pricing comes in the cost of the bleach, because you can't get it into people's heads that they don't want to spend a lot of money on something that washes out, right? Even if we're giving them top-up pots at home. So what we do is we make sure that we price a higher price in the bleach, which they unfortunately see higher value for. And then what we do is we bring the Vivid price just slightly down. Now, the overall global cost of the bleach and Vivid should be right, but you're going to steal a little bit from here and you're going to add a little bit from here. Sorry you missed a bit at the start. No worries, I can go back over that. And that's how we're going to price that, so that psychologically in that client's mind, she doesn't think she's being charged a lot of money for something that washes out. Even though, of course, our colours, in theory, don't wash out because we teach people how to top them up at home. So they're in charge of it. So if I get a complaint, someone's like, oh, it's really faded. And I say, oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they do. I wouldn't say they do fade, but, you know, I would kind of hint at that. And I'd say, yeah, it can drive you mad, can't it? But you've topped it up already, haven't you? And they'll say, no, I haven't topped it up yet. I'm like, okay, well, no worries. Pop your top-up pot for me on, on tonight. And if it's not got 100% coverage or anything, just let me know, and I'll see if I can help you out. We put the onus back on the client. I can't get my crazy colours to look bright like in all your videos. What can I mix it with? Well, you're not going to mix it with anything. It's just about the lift. If you're not getting the lift right, the crazy colour will never look right. So a big percentage of the crazy colours that are bright have to be on a 9, and any of the pastels have to be on a 10. Sorry, I'm waving this around. So if you don't get up to a 9, you're not going to get the vibrancy. So maybe chat to me again and let me know what sort of colours it is that you're struggling with to get the vibrancy. Don't forget that a lot of these colours are taken in a ring light or in natural light outside when the sun is shining, so you'll see more of a pop, but I probably imagine it's with your lift. Let's have a see what that question was just before. Yeah, Bianca, I'll just recap over that. So these are the pots that the clients take home. Mine says, my hair fucking rocks. And we get 2 bottles in here, because this is a 200 milliliter pot, so we can get 200 pots in here. And we sell them for £10, and these go like hotcakes. This helps with our retail, and what I was saying before is I don't think we would be hitting our retail targets if we weren't selling so much colour to take home. I love this stuff. So I hope that helps, darling. I hope it does. I think I've used every crazy colour. Going to move to New Zealand in a couple of weeks. Do I need to stock up, or are they available there? What a great question. I don't know the answer to that question. I really wish that I did. I know it's in Australia, because I did crazy colours in Australia when I was teaching. Just literally drop them a DM straight after. If anyone is after where they do their suppliers though, in general, if you go on the website, there's usually a suppliers list by country, and you'll always find out if they have them. Good luck in Australia. That sounds amazing. I love that. Awesome question. Are they better on wet, dry, or damp hair? 99.9% of the time we apply on damp hair. Why? 2 reasons. 1, they've just come from the backwash. I can't be bothered drying it. I don't have time for that. I need to make money. 2, the application is much smoother. It blends easier. It's not sopping wet, yeah? However, and actually I can't think of an example of this. This hasn't happened in ages. However, if it hasn't really like covered very well, which to be fair with our application, if you've been on any of our vivid colour courses and learned how to apply really well, it doesn't really happen. But maybe let's say twice a year, because we do so many, someone will say it hasn't covered. I'll bring them back, and the first thing I do is probably take it a little bit darker if I can, a bit more pigment, and I will apply it on dry hair. But honestly, I can't really remember the last time I did that. That's a really good point. You know, I'm going to mention that to my new juniors. Thanks for that question. I'll write that down. Yeah, okay. All right. Got someone called Juliet that's just joined. Juliet, that's my mum's name. I love that name. All right, let's see. Hello from India. Hello, my darling. I have so many followers on India. I've literally been lifting the hair to a level 9 and struggling, especially with Capri Blue and Fire and Violet. It comes out like baby colours. Fire on a level 9 should come out like wild. So I'm surprised in that one. Capri Blue on a level 9. Just checking that you're pre-toning it. Because we would probably pre-tone it before we put it on the level 9. But that is, I mean, it's not a bright colour Capri Blue, but it's medium, I'd say. And the Violet, no, only on a 10. That Violet doesn't work on a 9. It's just a bit meh. You need that brightness. There's a few colours within Crazy Colour that just, for me, are specifically made for that clean, light blonde. It would, even on me, because I'm quite warm, I would probably want to tone that out first and then put the violet on top. But I'd probably say even I'm a little bit warm for it. So it just depends. Well, thank you for telling me that. It's good to go through the specifics, isn't it? Who else is joining me? Who else is joining me? Loads of you. Lovely. Would you recommend using the pure pigments? I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, 1 second. Let me get one. Let me talk you through it. They have been the light of our life. Give me a sec. And then I'll take you around my salon, hey? So we call these Power. And let's have a look. I've got the purple one here, which is pretty fab. Got the yellow. With, I have to remember my team's tip with these. For orange, you're best using percentage of yellow and a little dot of red. I think that is like their favourite orange. But yeah, especially, actually, you know what you're just saying before, if you felt like you wanted them stronger, whoever it was that was asking me, this could be a really good option just to give them a pump if you want more. I haven't found a problem with the ones that you're talking about, but I think these would be great. So literally, a little bit more longevity or something like that. You pump a little bit of, let's say I was colouring my hair yellow again, I'd pump a little bit of yellow into my yellow, put it all over, and it would make it stronger. Even high lift tint on the root, if I was still high lifting my hair, which I don't now, but if I was, I could just pump the pure yellow into my high lift tint and do my roots, and it'd be done. How good is that? I wish we'd have had that when we've been around. How long will a colour last? That's what I was saying at the start of this. That tired kiddo, I love this. Straight away, they're going to fade. Colours that are going to last really well are going to be green and blue. But they may fade into slightly different tones. So some of my clients that are green and blue don't really need to top up. But especially the pinks and the reds or anything like that, yeah, what I would say to the client is it's going to fade from the first wash. Personally, when I was yellow, I always had a little bit of yellow in the shower. I never used a full one, but I would scoop a little bit out, rub it through my hair, leave it for 5 minutes, and then rinse it out. If I'd have wanted better value for money, I probably should have scooped a bit more out, put it in a clip and leaved it for 20 minutes. But because I'm lazy, I would just 5 minutes and go. And that's kind of what I say to my clients. If you want better value for money, leave it on for longer. If you just want to be able to do this and be convenient, keep it going. All of these people, such a mixture as well. I think some hairdressers, maybe some non-hairdressers. What's good for doing black hair with green tips? So are we talking natural black hair? Is that right, gentlemen jacks? So if it's natural and it's black, we're going to have to bleach it up. But if it's green, the good thing is we're not really going to need to bleach it very much at all. We only need to bleach it to a level 8. So if you're a non-hairdresser, it's going to look like a darkish blonde, really. In hairdressing terms, it's not called dark blonde, but in your terms, you'd probably describe it as a dark blonde. In fact, the biggest mistake I've made, and I've made this mistake a few times in the early days, is trying to colour someone's hair green on a base that's too light. If we were to put pine green over my hair now, it would be patchy as hell. The biggest problem is putting it on the wrong base. So if anybody does want some more education, I do recommend either going on my online Vivid Colour course, which if you just pop onto my Instagram, you'll be able to go on my academy. You can purchase that at £100. Or if you are in the UK, Norman, the light and soul of my company, he's got such energy. He is doing a Vivid Colour course here in the salon in April. And he's 50% booked already. So I think we've got 6 places left on that if anybody wanted to join it. Look at you all saying hello. So any other questions that you have that you want to ask me on anything around Vivid, please let me know. Go on. Go on. Go on, you can do it. Or if you wanted to talk to me, you can try and invite yourself and I will answer any questions live. Let's think about what else we can do. I reckon the best thing to do, because I'm in my last 5 minutes now, is give you a bit of a tour of the salon. If you want a tour, let me know. All right, where is your salon? My salon is in London. This is my office. This is me. And we're going to have a look around. You're going to love it. It's called Not Another Salon, for those of you that don't know it. So this is the downstairs salon. I don't think it's in use right now. There we are. There is our normal colour stock, our Pro Care machine. You turn this down. And then look at this crazy colour. Look at this. That is stock. Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. It just keeps going. It's good, isn't it? So we have these pots here as well. We used to use these a lot and we don't really use them anymore. These are just really for show. Or if someone's mixed up a color, again, let's talk about price. If someone mixed up too much yellow in the bowl, what they can do is they can come over to this pot and pour it into there, as long as it's not like a bespoke mix, and then we can use it again next time so that we don't waste it. So it really makes a really big difference. Actually, a friend of mine, Phil, who is on my social media membership program, he actually put holes in here for all his crazy color, and he turned it upside down like that so that you can get more out the bottle, because we know it's quite annoying, isn't it? Like you're trying to like get it out. So this is really, really fab. And I'm gonna let you have another little look around. Do you want to see the crayons? There's a few crayons missing actually. I might need to replace them. You made me realise. I'm on a live, Georgie. Say hello.
Hi.
If you want to have a quick look at our wigs. Wow, look at that. And these are all crazy colour wigs that we've done for shows over the years. Hi Aaron, I'm on a live, the crazy colour. Say hello.
Hi.
Aaron's been with me 5 years. Oh, there you go. That's a great shot of the wigs. There we go. Awesome. How fun. And this is... Oh, hello. The most wonderful, fabulous lady in the world. And I'm going to show you outside the front as well. Melissa is brand new with us. She's not been with us very long. And have a look at my little sweet shop. I call it my sweet shop because it looks like a sweet shop. There we go. How cute is it? We've actually just had it all redone. It's not finished yet. I've got loads more. I've got real grass going out the front. She's going to be fab. Right. I am in my final 2 minutes, so thank you so much for joining us. I'm just going to let you say goodbye to Joanna as well. This is Joanna, isn't she beautiful? So much wildness in this shop. So, if you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a DM, do give me a follow. I am always here to help you all, and good luck with all of your crazy colors, and until next time, see you later.